Hi everyone, it's Ellen. So in this video I'm gonna tell you my fainting story. So you all came here just because you want to know what fainting is like. So I'm gonna tell you the whole story of how I fainted, and then at the end of the video you'll know what fainting is like and also know how you can prevent fainting. So I'm gonna start with the story and tell you guys how it happened. So this happened last year, and the story starts 2 or a week before I fainted. So it was my first time donating blood, and the doctor actually told me and gave me some iron supplements and told me to take them after I finished donating blood. But then when I got home, my mom told me that I don't have to take them because she has donated blood a few times and then she has not taken any iron supplements at all. So I listened to her. I think that's one reason why I fainted. Also, you're supposed to sleep well and have enough sleep before and after you donate blood, and it was a few weeks before my exams, so I was stressing out and I was preparing for my exams and I didn't have enough sleep, and there are a lot of tests and quizzes before the exam, so I didn't have enough sleep, and I think that is also another reason why I fainted. On the day I fainted, I'm feeling fine, and then I got to bed and then it was midnight, so I woke up from very painful stomach ache. It was more high up here, so it's like quite high up, but then I still feel like it's a stomach ache, so I like curled in bed and then I tried to sleep, and I was sweating so much. It's like cold sweat because I am not hot at all, so I was covering myself with the blanket and trying to go back to sleep, hoping that the pain will go away somehow, and I could not sleep, so I tried going to the toilet to poop, but then I sat on the toilet for a while and nothing came out, obviously, because it's not stomachache that's telling you to poop. So I got up, flushed, and then when I was washing my hands, what I hear is very loud noises of the toilet flushing, and my head is like floating, and then the toilet flushing sound is so loud. I was like, what's happening? And then I tried to dry my hands, and then I think I was about to go out. But then the next thing I knew was me on the ground laying like this. So I thought I laid on the ground to rest because of my stomach ache. So I woke up and I was like, why am I on the ground? Maybe I laid down to rest. And then I was so cold and I was like, why am I so cold? And why is my head hurting? I've never felt that pain before. It's sharp and then it spreads outwards. So I think that is my head bumping on the floor while I fainted. So I was getting up with my hand on my head with a very sharp pain and my body really cold, and I was trying to process what happened. So I got up, went out the toilet, and I was like, the last thing I remember is not me getting on the ground to rest, is me washing my hands and trying to dry my hands. So I immediately thought I fainted, so I immediately sat back down on the floor to prevent me from collapsing on the ground again and hitting my head. I'm glad I was still alive. I'm still alive and I did not get dumb, so that's good. I sat on the ground processing what just happened. I was like, let me take a rest here first before I feel better. I went back to bed and tried to sleep, but then I couldn't because I still have a little pain in my stomach. At the same time, I was shocked of what happened. So I went to my parents' room, told them what happened. They were shocked as well. They told me to get back to bed, and then I got back to bed and I woke up the next morning and here I am. After that, I took iron supplements and I had a really bad fever as well. And then time passed, the fever lasted for a week. I went to the doctor. That's my fainting story. So what you can do to prevent this from happening is, after you donated blood, have enough sleep and take iron supplements like the doctor told you. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new through this interesting story, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!